The next act I'm going to bring to the stage, you might recognize him if you could see through a hole this big in a rest area. Jim Norton, folks.
Thanks, everybody. How about a nice hand for Rich, doing a great job hosting this meeting with the bank. Nice hand for Voss. Voss was so stupid, he thought they were called the Chilean Miners because they were cold. This is what this fucking blithering idiot said to me backstage. He goes, "Do you think the crowd will get the 62 Mets lineup joke?" No, they're going to think you mean it in a positive way. Rich is very rare in that he has parents, children, and a wife that are equally ashamed of him. Here's my impression of Voss when they asked him to host this. "Hey, Rich, are you available?" "Yes!" How come every time somebody mentions your career, a fat lady starts singing? And you're a fucking terrible actor, too. You make Jackie Mason look like Philip Seymour Hoffman. You have a good shot if they're casting a retarded Jew or a clever Dominican. I hope the next time you're on TV it's file footage on Al Jazeera. That means I hope he's killed, Bob. I'm sober, I'm telling you, I'm doing good. I'm not sober, you're snorting Dexatrim off a mirror. How's my hair look? Like a white wok. It is fun to be. By the way, Jesse Joyce, you were fucking brilliant, man. You were really funny. You were very funny. And I know I'm twitchy, but I don't like your stupid bugged out eyes either. You look like a handsome burn victim. I remember one time me and Voss, I know this is Jimmy's roast, but I remember one time me and Voss, I've told this story before, but it was great. We were fooling around with this girl together, and like she was in the middle, and Rich was on one side jerking off, and I was on the other side, and we just kept like jerking off, and Voss was just joking, and in front of her he goes, "Hey, let's flip a coin. Whoever loses has to fuck her." He said that with her laying there. And of course he came first. So he comes and he gets up and he goes into the bathroom and I'm jerking off and I'm trying to come and she had a cat. And I guess there was cat shit in the cat box and I'm jerking off and I hear Voss go, So they finished. Oh, I didn't finish. That was a great comeback by me. Sorry, Jim, you threw out a gem like that. Did you finish? Well, no, technically I didn't. I went home. But I really belong on this fucking 0 dais, don't I? Hey, Joe Matarese. If you open for one more person with TV credits, you'll be eligible for AFTRA insurance. What can I say about Bonnie? I'm not going to make fun of Bonnie. She's a card-carrying member of SAG. She's never been in a film. She was given the card in honor of her tits and ass. I'm so tired of you two thinking you're fucking the next Desi and Lucy. You've contributed less to comedy than Himmler and Goebbels. I almost tripped on that, but my professionalism and anti-Semitism rolled me through. I almost didn't get through it, but I saw that Star of David. I'm like, yes. I'm telling you, I'm sober. I'm doing good. I'm not gonna fuck with you. Can I just look at your notes? Can you hold your notes up? He's got the Unabomber's manifesto. Eddie Trunk, very good job, by the way. Very fucking good job. It's nice to see you on television. Apparently somebody made a bet they could find something you did worse than radio. Classic metal. You look really good. I loved you in the second half of Raging Bull. Your fucking head is giant. You should be dancing on stage in Miami as Scarface gets shot. Thank you, Bob. That is pretty much and Don Jameson, good to see you. I love the sideburns. You look like Elvis with AIDS. You're kind of like Jim Florentine minus the funny bone. Was that a little too rough? You die on stage so much you should do your act wearing a suit with your hands folded over your chest. Great job on that metal show though, man. Fucking tremendous. Watching you do interviews is almost as painful as watching Florentine do interviews. Florentine has an amazing voice. Unfortunately, it's governed by a brain that's even more useless than Terry Schiavo's. Congratulations. The biggest thing in your career was playing a retard, and now you work with two of them. I don't like your fucking... Jim is one of my closest friends ever, and we're all tired of your fucking shitty under-the-lip hair. Nobody likes it. It looks like you were licking Jamie Lee Curtis's pussy, and she took an Activia shit on your chin. How do you think this'll be? Where's Otto and George? Where the fuck is Otto? Otto is what you get when you combine Jeff Dunham with a septic tank. Before I go, I dropped my pen. It's like it was a Dr. Oldrich. What can you say about that metal show? Congratulations, I'm happy you have a fucking gig. It's the only show about music that's worse than pop rock. If you don't like the metal show jokes, this is going to be a really weak closing for this. I got a few of them. It's actually a great show where they interview the most popular and relevant figures in music. Everyone from Sammy Hagar's bassist to the guy who was once a session keyboardist for Faster Pussycat. Classic metal! Fucking Eddie name drops more than Schindler. By the way, for a while there was a nasty rumor going around that you guys were going to interview somebody who put out an album after 1986. You gotta watch, there's nothing worse than watching these three uncomfortable fucking dumbbells on television trying to be charming. The name of that show should be Three Idiots Shouting Stupid Garbage Over Each Other. You're right. Fucking Eddie, you do a good job as the main host, though, with your big fucking moon face. You dress well for television. What do you do before each show? Go fishing in the Salvation Army bin? You're on TV, stupid. The set of that metal show is the only place on earth you're going to hear. Great news! Dawkins called us back. What a brilliant idea for a show. Take 3 men with 0 charisma and have them interview people that no one has thought of since MASH was on television. And before I go, these are actually a couple of quotes from this amazing television show. They had on the big reunion between George Lynch and Don Dokken, if anybody... And they were talking about the Megadeth tour, and Don said, they didn't come to our area, so I just saw the clips online. That stuff sounds so powerful. And Jim actually showed backstage, the nerve of you guys to put backstage footage like it's any different than the shit you've been putting on television. Here's the awfulness that wasn't good enough for VH1 Classic at 3 in the morning. Jim was talking to Lemmy backstage. It was so funny. He was trying to tell Lemmy that he's a legend. And this is an exact quote. And Lemmy goes, what's all this legend stuff? And Jim goes, nah, but I mean, it's, you know. But before I close, honestly, I didn't mean to go so long, but Jim, I would not be here this long if it wasn't for Florentine. I love Jim Florentine. Honestly, the most loyal fucking guy. Jim never had to do for him. Honestly, in this business, man, there's so many, I mean, obviously, look at his friends. There's nobody here that can do a fucking thing for him. The most loyal, fucking sincere guy in the business. Jim got me my first paid fucking gig in comedy in 1990, when he was still this horse's ass you see in front of you, jamming Jim with the long hair. His opening line used to be, cop pulled me over, and he goes, well, you know why I pulled you over? And I go, because I look like a chick. Yeah, I do remember that. How do you think this will be? By the way, every comic, every time we do a joke, we're just looking over to make sure Levy didn't pull out a 9mm. All right, again, thank you guys, Florentine. I love you so much. Kilroy, Jim Norton.
How do you finally find a possible way to overact in a roast? Every show you're on gets canceled.